That scene between Asuna and her mother. Wow. That was a lot more impactful in the anime than the light novel. Damn. The choice of music and the way the voice actors acted in that scene, nailed it. It fucking nailed it. Even better than I imagined when I was reading the light novel. That scene in this episode with the voice acting with Asuna and her mother, the way you could feel the tension and animosity between the two, the way you feel how, like, the overall atmosphere and mood of that is very dark or just very depressing. They nailed it. Oh my god, the choice of music in that scene with the ambience, like I said, they nailed that scene. That was flawless almost. I mean, nothing's completely perfect, but I mean, it was just great. I was actually kind of worried they would kind of mess that up a little bit, but they did a damn good job with that scene. Definitely one of the best scenes of the episode. Now, one thing I want to mention, okay? From what we can see from this episode, what is laying down the groundwork for, I want to talk about the first half before I get into the second half with, Yuuki at the end of this episode. Okay, so the first half of the episode, we see a little bit more development or characterization for Asuna. We find out more about her backstory, how her mother is, how her father is. We get to see exactly what Asuna has to go through on a daily basis. And from what we can see from this episode that was introduced to us and laid the groundwork for, is that Asuna has a mother that is pushing her to be very good at schoolwork. For instance, she wants her to go to college, she wants her to go to a good school, she wants her to have a good career, stuff like that. Pretty much Asuna's mother is one of those typical rich mothers you would see in some form of TV series or something that's just forcing her child to do their absolute best, but in the turn, they're actually ruining their child's happiness. So, that's pretty much from what we could see from the beginning of this episode. And getting to see the perspective of how Asuna has to go through this, it kind of makes you understand why she ran to the virtual reality world. Now, it's all starting to make sense if you think about it. I mean, when you go to games, there's multiple different reasons why someone will play games, but from what we can see is Asuna probably went to Sword Art Online for the first time, probably to escape the reality that she's in with her mother, forcing upon her marriage, forcing upon different school decisions, forcing upon her different careers that she probably doesn't want to do, stuff like that. And pretty much it's kind of obvious if you think about why Asuna probably ran towards gaming, for instance virtual reality, to escape what she's having to deal with everyday life. So that really opens the eyes up to anybody that did not understand Asuna's, personality. And one thing I will say is the overall aspect of how Asuna did that, mean, sarcastic attitude right back at her mother, after the end of the conversation. It's like, oh, you're ashamed that you were born into a poor family, weren't you, mother? Because grandpa and grandma are dead. And I'm like, oh, shit. Asuna fired shots at her freaking mother. So, those scenes, like I said, they did a damn good job. They did it way better than I thought they could do it, and that right there makes me happy. If they can do scenes like that, I have hope for some certain individual scenes from Mother Rosario that's just going to be absolutely amazing. Now, I will say this right now. As you can already tell, as I've already told you all last week, this is an Asuna-themed arc. That's exactly what this is going to be. It's going to be an Asuna-themed arc. Kirito's going to kind of take a little bit of a backseat in this arc, and it's going to be focusing on Asuna. And as you can see, we're already starting to see the events unfold around Asuna. For instance, this girl, Yuuki, that was introduced this episode that we fought with Zekin, is actually a girl called Yuuki. The thing was, it's funny how they did, the inner, thoughts of Asuna in this episode when she got on the battlefield about to fight this dude called Zaken, and she was about to defeat him for the 11-hit combo original sword skill. She had this image of the male version. And all of a sudden, when she sees the female version, she's like, and when you see the armor fucking collapse, I'm like, that was good. That was fucking good. Oh my god. That was just amazing, the way Asuna's, overall perspective of what Zekin looked like just broke down. So yeah, once again, another props to A1 Pictures doing a little bit of subtle things like that just made the episode a lot better. Now, from what we can see from what this episode sets up and what it set up beforehand, is that as we know, Kirito lost to Zekin, or Yuuki. He lost completely to her, got fucking crushed. And I'm just going to state this right now. He lost. Kirito lost. He did try. He did try. He didn't use dual wielding, but he did try. He lost. And so before people start, questioning Asuna, she lost. Oh, Asuna sucks. She lost. Kirito couldn't defeat her. Asuna definitely can't defeat her. Okay, I'm just stating that right now. So, the real reason here, from what we can see from this perspective, it adds on more to the overall perspective of Yuuki. Kirito lets us know exactly what he said to Yuuki in the last episode. As we know, there was some form of conversation, and then Kirito lost right after that. Well, with this episode, we find out Kirito asked a question like this. For some reason, you're living in this world like it's your real world. I think I said that right. Pretty much, he was asking, like, the way you're playing this game, it's like you're playing it as if this was real life. That's pretty much what Kirito said to Yuuki. And now let's go back to a couple of essence. What type of people in this series has played games as if it was real life? Kirito and Asuna, when they were stuck in SAO, or when the fairy dance arc started at the second half of SAO, because they could die. So, why? Why is this person, Yuuki, playing the game as if it's real life? That's the question we gotta wonder right now. Because from what we can see is that Yuuki is immersed into this game. She's completely immersed, and that is why she was able to beat Kirito, why she had a faster reaction time, and why she would be the one with the dual-wielding skill if she was in SAO. So that right there just brings up a lot of questions that a lot of anime-only watchers are probably gonna be like, what the fuck is going on here? Now, I want to say, the fight. Oh my god, that fight. Oh my god. The dude. In the light novel, the fight was okay in the light novel, but seeing that anime, oh shit, that was, wasn't the best animation ever, but damn, it was fluid. Oh my god, it was fluid. Did you see that fight with Yuuki and Asuna? Oh, man, I want to say that fight was hype. Oh my god, that was a really good fight. A lot better, way better than the light novel. Like, whoa, that's way better. I guess, of course, it would make sense since technically anime is action and it has, like, you know, moving frames and stuff. So, of course, the fights would look a lot better, or, you know, it'd be portrayed a lot better in an anime. But, I mean, the overall way they did the fight, damn, that was good. So, yes, this episode of Sword Art Online Season 2 was a very good episode, decent episode. I would give it an 8 out of 10. This is mainly set up, once again, for the Mother Rosario arc, and I'll let you all know right now before I end this review, you better be getting some tissues ready, because you will go on a Phil's trip. There will be a Phil's. There's a lot of Phil's. Just saying it right now, that's all I'm going to tell you, but there's a lot of Phil's, so get ready. Love you all so much. You have a wonderful day or night, wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.